So let's understand section formula. Section formula. What does section formula say? Section formula says that supposing if you have a segment like this, P, Q, and there is a point R which divides this segment PQ in the ratio m is to n, right? So what is the ratio of PR is to RQ? What is the ratio? M is to n. This is given to you. This is given to you, alright? And what else is given to you? You are given P is equal to x1 y1, Q equals to x2 y2, and then R you can assume, let's say h comma k. You can say let R equal to h comma k. Alright? Now, what does the section formula say? So this is given to you, the ratio is given to you, you are given the coordinates of P, you are given the coordinates of Q, so P and Q is given to you. You have to find coordinates of R, which is h comma k. So this is what you have to find. This is what you have to find. Alright? What does the formula say? The formula says by section formula, we can say y coordinate k and x coordinate h, so we will say h is equal to so h is equal to m into x2 plus n into x1 upon m plus n. This will give you the x coordinate of R. So we will get x coordinate of R. Now, how do we get y coordinate of R? So that will be k. So k will be equal to m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. This is how you get k. Alright? So, section formula, you have a segment, you have two endpoints, and you have a point which divides the segment in the ratio m is to n. Then, by section formula, you can find the coordinates of the point of intersection. You are finding the coordinates of this point of intersection. Okay? How do you find that? H is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and k is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Right? So this is section formula. Okay? Now, further to the section formula, you have got two more formulas, which is midpoint formula and centroid formula. So these are extensions. So midpoint formula and the centroid formula is an extension of section formula, right? So what are they? Let us see now. Now we will be doing midpoint formula. Midpoint formula. So in midpoint formula, this R will be somewhere in the midpoint here. So this will become R. Alright? And what will be the ratio now? What will be the ratio? The ratio is going to be now 1:1. See, when you say midpoint, when do you say that R is going to be the midpoint? When PR is congruent to RQ, right? Then we say that R is the midpoint. Means what is going to be the ratio? The ratio is going to be 1:1. Alright? So, what is going to be the midpoint formula? Let's see. Midpoint formula. By midpoint formula, you will have, let us say this is x1, y1, let us say this is x2, y2, and this is, let's say, the midpoints h comma k. So this time now you will have h is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2. And what is y going to be? Y, that is k here. In our case here it is k. So k is going to be y1 plus y2 upon 2. Alright? That is the midpoint formula. What becomes the centroid formula now? So, centroid formula. Let us see what is going to be the centroid formula now. Centroid formula. So, what is going to be the centroid formula? First of all, what is a centroid? Supposing you have a triangle. Okay? Then the point where the medians intersect. The point where the medians meet, the three medians, that's called the centroid. So this is called the centroid. So what is the centroid formula? The centroid formula is, supposing this point here is h comma k. Which point? This point, the centroid. So this is going to be, let's say, x1, y1. This is going to be x2, y2. This is going to be x3, y3. You have 3 points. So when you have 3 points, you have got x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. And the centroid is h comma k. Then the formula says h is going to be x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. That is going to give you h. Okay? And what is k? K is going to be similarly y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Alright? So this gives you h and this gives you k. So you can find the coordinates of h comma k using this formula, which is the centroid formula. So if you are asked midpoint, use the midpoint formula. If you are given a triangle and asked the centroid, use the centroid formula. Okay? Bye bye. Let's do the problems now.